I've got a gravel bike, gravel shoes, and a bit of gravel in my blood this morning. So all I need to do is find a gravel track. Oh, there's one. Although these days you don't really need to go off-road to experience gravel. Oh dear, that's the problem with gravel. You're more likely to get a puncture. And I've just got one. It's still got a bit of air in at the moment, so I'll try and roll to somewhere convenient. I think I'll repair it here. I've got a bit of shade. Quite a warm day today, and the rear tyre is flat. While I'm at it, I might as well narrate the repair. I've already changed into the smallest rear sprocket, take off the tool roll, and then take out the rear axle. Remove the wheel and then inspect the tyre to see if I can find out what caused the puncture. In this case, I couldn't see anything. I then remove the tyre without using tyre levers, get the tube out and inflate it to see if I can find the hole. Which I do. I find a small hole. The hole seems to be associated with a fault in the tube. But just to be sure, I still check the tyre for foreign bodies. I find nothing. Back to the tube, put a bit more air in it so I can refine the hole. As I normally do, I then patch the tube. It's now time to put the tube back in the tyre and then refit the tyre to the rim. Again, no tyre levers used. Then there's quite a lot of pumping with my mini pump. I then check that the tyre is seated properly before putting the wheel back in the bike and tidying up. Now all I've got to do is restart the ride. Of course, it's not all gravel. Some of it is single track. I haven't bothered to record most of this single track piece of the ride. It's been about 4 kilometers, but now I'm coming towards a road. I'll be quite pleased to see the road. It's not that I haven't enjoyed this off-road section. It's been quite lovely, but unfortunately the constant jarring and having to concentrate quite hard is playing havoc with my stroke damaged brain. So it'll be quite nice to get onto a smoothish piece of tarmac where my brain can have a bit of a rest. So I'm looking forward to this, I was going to say relatively smooth section. Unfortunately it's been covered in grit. Another short section of gravel. Or maybe this section isn't quite as short as I thought. I've been on it for a couple of kilometers now, but it is quite bumpy. Well, this section's getting more like a mountain bike section than a gravel bike section. It's pretty rough. I'm riding down the middle in order to avoid all of the flints on the tracks to my left and right. Oh, back onto tarmac again. It's so smooth. There's a little awkward section here with stinging nettles all over the place. I just need to get across here without getting stung so I can then ride along Devil's Dyke. So I decided to push my bike. And as you can see, it's not really rideable anyway. There are steps up here At least I hope I'll be able to ride along Devil's Dyke. Yep, more steps. I'm glad I've got a lightweight gravel bike. No, not looking good. I think I might turn back and go via the road. Well, I'm glad I've decided to turn back as my legs are stung, and now my thumb is. I really should find some dock leaves to rub on there, but I'm just going to get riding. After aborting the last off-road section because of stinging nettles, and indeed my legs are tingling from them now, so I decided to finish off the ride on the road. I'm heading to a destination in Burwell, which is a cafe. I'll see you there. I reached my destination, the Village Green Cafe in Burwell, and I stopped and had quite a nice cup of coffee and some other victuals. I'd ridden about 40 kilometres to get there, and about half of those were off-road. Now, I enjoyed my off-road excursion. However, the bumpiness and that I had to concentrate did challenge my stroke-damaged brain. I perhaps didn't whip along those tracks as fast as I could have because I found it quite tiring. I've decided on the way back to ride along the roads, which is what I'm doing now. As it's quite a boring route for this last bit, I'll sign off now. So from me, for now, it's goodbye. I hope you enjoyed me taking you along on my ride as much as I enjoyed my ride. If you'd like to join me again in the future, please subscribe to 5 Minute Velo and click on that annoying little bell icon. Also, I'd like to hear about your exploits, so please leave comments.